we'll wait. All right, first things first. If you are watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified whenever new videos are on. If you are not watching on YouTube, my suggestion, if you like what I'm talking about, is going to be to go to YouTube afterwards, search my first and last name, click the subscribe button, and then also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on, okay? The only reason I don't tell you to follow me on Facebook, although that's not a bad idea, is because Facebook is notoriously terrible for letting you know whenever people are live, okay? So now let's go ahead and get into it. Let me see. Let me see here. I want this. There we go. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Emily. I think my video just connected, so I don't think I'm seeing everybody's good mornings, and no sweat, no big deal. So today what we're going to talk about, morning Martha, good morning. What we're going to talk about is, I'm a little bit early today. First of all, let's call out the elephant in the room. I'm a little bit early. I have a meeting at 10, so I had to jump on at 9:30 instead. So God bless y'all who are just dealing with it. I love it. Lori, good morning. Finally made a live again. Yay, your live yesterday gave me goosebumps on top of goosebumps. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Chantel, good morning, Martha. You are missing the cold in Iowa. I can't wait to hear this chat. I wouldn't say I'm missing it. Tina, good morning. Holly, morning. Good morning, Krista and Eileen. Okay. So I'm going to get into this because it's a rather big topic, okay? Early is always good, Angela. Heck yes. Shelly, good morning, beautiful. I'm putting focus on task today. There you go. Nice. So here's what we're going to be talking about. Why did I do that? Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about how to form a united front with your partner in business and in life. So Mike and I haven't always had this. We haven't always been good at this. So I'm not in any way saying we are the perfect specimen of a married couple. I'm sure that we're not, right? And we definitely didn't used to be. But we worked on it. We allowed for change. We allowed for growth in each other. And we also had therapy. So let's be very realistic, okay? I am a huge fan of therapy, all right? I know some people are like, I don't need a therapist to tell me da-da-da-da-da. Okay, maybe not, but maybe it would help an awful lot, right? It's nice to have a third party be like, that might not be true, right? Okay, so what we're going to talk about today, I have 6 points, okay? So we're just going to blow through them because I want to get them all out, and I've only got, at this point, 16 minutes, okay? Go ahead and post your reactions, your questions, all of the things as I'm going through this, all right? So how to form a united front with your partner in business and in life. Very first thing, you guys, chat about your plans. So if you're in a place with your spouse where you don't feel safe talking about your plans, like you feel like they might poo-poo them or something like that, what I would do, if it were me, and this is in all honesty, you guys, what I would do is I would have a conversation with them about what you want to do, what you plan on doing. And if they poo-poo them, here's what you say. Don't internalize, and this is all my opinion, okay? I want to preface all of this by this is just my opinion. I'm no doctor. I'm no anything other than a person who's been through this, okay? Mike never poo-pooed my ideas so much, but we didn't necessarily both see value in the same thing, so that's a truth, okay? But what I would do is I would say don't internalize them not understanding how you feel about your plans or how you feel about what you want to do, right? They're poo-pooing from their own level of understanding, which, I mean, let's just assume that their level of understanding of what you want to do is relatively low, right? That doesn't make them stupid or anything. It's just they don't understand exactly what you're doing. So in that, we have to just not internalize that and rather say, okay, well, here's what I want to do. Here's how I want to do it. Here's how it's going to work within our family dynamic right now. Here's how much time it's going to take a week. Here's what I plan on sacrificing for it, right? I mean, it's almost like presenting a business plan to your partner. I remember when Mike and I first had the talk of like, I mean, I was quitting my corporate job that held insurance on everybody, that was like paid our mortgage for this big house that we just bought, right? Like I had to organize my thoughts as though it were a business plan and then present it in a way that said like, I got this. I've thought about this. I think the biggest thing that our spouses need to hear from us is that we've put energy and thought into it. It's not a whimsical idea. It's not a fantasy of ours. We've put thought into it. And if you're following me, you're already on a good path, okay? Because I teach you guys exactly how to do this stuff. So chat about your plans and actually break down the hard and fast plans. Here's what I plan on doing. Here's how much time I see it taking. Here's the support that I'll need. And here's what I plan on sacrificing for that. They're going to see how serious you are just based on those things alone. Okay, you guys? Second, well, I already talked about this, I guess. Don't get defensive. So whenever they come back and say, you've tried to do this a million times before and you've never done it, that's where you don't get defensive, okay? That's where you put yourself, and this is the next point, is put yourself in their shoes. And you look at yourself through their eyes, okay? And you say, I get where you're coming from. I see, and maybe you even report it back to them. Like, I've done this, and I've done this, and I've done this, and I've done this, and nothing ever came from it. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. The reason this time is different is because X, Y, and Z, right? Maybe because now I'm following Martha, and I actually have direction. Because now I have people around me that are supporting me and we're all doing the same thing together. So like a la HBR, like what we're doing in HBR. Whatever makes this time different is what you need to call out to them. And then what you can say is, I can't promise, or there's no way for me to, let me retract that statement. There's no way for me to prove to you that this time is different aside from doing it. And there's a lot of power in that statement because it's true, first of all, but it denotes a new kind of confidence and a new kind of, I'm doing this. You planted your flag, I'm doing this thing. Now, if you're in a phase where you're just kind of flirting with it and you're like, man, maybe I'll do this and da-da-da-da-da, I don't feel like you're at the place to talk to your partner yet, okay? If you talk to your partner about doing this thing, this idea that you're just kind of flirting with, you're not going to see a good result because they're going to see it as everything that you've done before and didn't follow through with, okay? You're not prepared, in my opinion, to have this conversation until you have planted the flag and said, I'm doing this thing. This is happening. I'm doing this. There's a respect that comes with that, you guys, but it doesn't come with the flirting, right? It doesn't come with the man, maybe. It doesn't denote respect. It doesn't come the same way. Okay. So put yourself in their shoes. Understand what they're saying to you. Understand their fears when they start talking about the fears and the risks and things like that, put yourself in their shoes and understand their fears from their point of view and repeat it back to them. Don't just say, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay? Good communication, you guys, is repeating it back to them. Okay, this is what I heard you say. I understand that. That makes total sense. You have every right. That's a great sentence, you guys. If you mean it, that is one of the best sentences ever. You have every right to feel the way that you feel. If we can honestly say that to every human on the planet, that's a good thing, okay? You have every right to feel the way that you feel. The reason this time is different is because ... right? This is just a very confident conversation, okay, you guys? Next, set goals and dreams together, okay? So you want your partner in on the wins that are going to happen because of this thing that you're doing. So set your goals. This is what a lot of couples in HBR do this. They set their goals together. You hear all the time about like husbands and wives that are setting their goals together. So within a year, do you want to go on vacation somewhere? By the end of the year, do you want to, I think it was, I can't remember, Trina? They're going to have all their debt paid off by the end of the year. And that did not look like something they were going to be able to do before HBR. They're going to have all of their debt paid off by the end of the year. That's a goal that they have together. So whenever that win happens because of what you're doing, it's not just your win. It's your win. It's the two of you. It's your partnership's win. And as you continue to have wins together, you continue to root for each other. You continue to do what it takes in support of each other, okay? And then let them dream. What's their dream? What do they want, right? Mike, one of the first things that he, one of the first things that he did was he bought a Mustang when we were in Iowa. He bought a Mustang. And he was just like, I just want to get this muscle car. And now he's a car guy. I didn't realize how much of a car guy he was until now. But he bought a Mustang, and that was like his dream, was to be able to do that. That was like his dream car all through childhood and everything. And then whenever we moved down here, he was able to give it, sold it for $1. Okay. All right. IRS. He sold it to his friend for $1, and it was like his friend's dream car too. So he got to share that dream with somebody else. And for Mike especially, his goals and his dreams are really more about other people and letting them experience their goals and dreams. And so that was a twofer with just that one car, right? So those are the things that until you have those conversations, you may not really know your significant other. You may not really know where their heart is and what drives them until you have those conversations and they're allowed to speak like that, because normal society doesn't allow our significant others to speak like that, okay? Not on a daily basis. Where are we at? 1347. Next, what's going on out here? Oh, it's the garbage people. Split the duties if possible, okay? So in our partnership, in Mike and my partnership, we split what we can. So if I'm, working, like right now, Nora's at Montessori school, right? So we don't really have to split anything in the household right now while she's away for those few hours. But other than that, there's times where, like, if I have to do a call or something, he makes sure Nora's watched and make sure she's getting fed and all of those things and taking her out places and all of that. And then the splitting of the duties so far as the business is concerned, he actually, and you never know this until it happens, whenever we started our marketing agency way back in 2016, he actually taught himself how to use the entire Adobe line of products, right? So Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, video stuff, whatever. I don't even know what it's all called, okay? Like, it's so not my lane. I don't even know what it's called. But he taught himself that stuff. He actually wanted to do that for a really long time. And so then he was able to. So he handles that stuff. He makes things, whenever you see video thumbnails and stuff like that, that's Mike. When you see things that look really nice, that's Mike. And so that's what I mean by like splitting the duties. Let people take their lane. Now, that's not to say that every husband's going to be a graphic artist or a graphic design person. I'm not saying that, but they may have something that maybe they really like writing. Maybe they would be a good copywriter for you. Maybe they really like doing video. There are things that you could just ask them like, hey, is there something on this that interests you? If you want to do it, you can take the lead on some of these things here. Not in a way that's like, okay, I'm doing this and so you have to do that. That's not the energy of it. Is there something in here that you want to do, that you want to take the lead on, so they get to be a partner with you? Does that make sense? And then last, check in often. What I mean by checking in often is make sure that everybody's feeling good in how things are going. Make sure that, so like weekly, talk about like what's going on in the business. We check in every day. Mike and I check in every day. It's like, okay, this is going on and this is going on and this is going on and this is going on. Like, we check in all the time. But I mean, you could even just do it weekly in the beginning, just to let them know what's happening in your world, what's happening in your business, and then also what's coming down the line and what they can expect. That's a business partner, and that's a life partner, right? Like, that's both of those things. It's a respect. It's a respect toward the person that you're partners with, right? Let me know what questions you guys have, because that's it. But you guys, if you follow those, I really believe that you're going to see amazing growth within your relationship. I really believe that. Let's see. Oh, we're getting some hellos. Jackie, my husband is here right next to me and you are on super loud. Go get him. Oh, isn't that funny, Jackie? It's more about us than it was about them. It's about us letting them. We need to bring them in, right? And that's what it's about, via respect. Notebook ready. That's funny. Devery, yay counseling. You have to be teachable if you want success. Standing in the paddock of a beautiful Iowa. Oh, fall day. Nice. Krista, help lift each other up. Yes. Lori, my husband told me last night he thinks I should write a book. Oh my gosh, isn't that awesome? Perspective is key. Absolutely. Let's see. So thrilled my husband is backing me, and just need him to start listening to you now too. It won't be long. Husbands really like listening to me, and I think it's because I break it down I can speak male language where it's like this. It's almost like guys understand me almost better. Lori, setting goals together is our next step. Can't wait to see how he will serve too. Oh, I love it. Becky, yes, that partnership is so important. Amen. Aaron, God aligned your schedule and mine so I could hear you live. I needed this video. I can now write a letter to my husband and then talk about it. He works nights, so I don't see him most of the time. Oh, Aaron, I'm so happy to hear that. Sharing the load, yes. Love the story about the car. That's Mike. That's Mike's heart in a nutshell. Morgan, I was just thinking yesterday about how Sheldon can apply this to his life. Reading my mind. Oh, I love it. Cool. Well, I'm almost at 20 minutes, so I actually need to pop out. You guys have the best day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.